Hey guys, Adrenaline Junkie here. Thanks for joining us on another trail ride video. This is our longest video yet. It's about 2 hours, so what we're gonna do is break it down into about 3 or 4 sections and see how we can make it flow. So make sure you leave us a comment with some feedback. Let us know what you like, what you don't like, so that we can work on future videos and improve them even more. So let's get to the ride. We've got a pretty good lineup of machines for this trail ride. What you're looking at right here is Wildcat Sport. I believe it's a 700. It's got nice Elka suspension on it. It's a great machine. This machine has about $15,000 invested into it in comparison to the other machines you'll see, like the RZR Turbos, which have in excess of $35,000 invested into them. I'm giving you Canadian figures, so take off a little bit for exchange rate for American dollars. This machine has impressed all of us, so pay attention to it along this trail ride and see how good it really does. Here we have the 900S, which is just an amazing trail machine. That's my RZR Turbo. And here we have Jordan's KTM 350. We're just chilling out here at Dan's place. That's his X3 sitting around there. We're just sitting around his garage bar and plotting our trip. So we're just gonna get ready to head out of Dan's place here, and we're gonna hit the trail. The trails are just a few moments away from his driveway. That's 8. Oh no, it's 0. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Race him! Race him!
The Polaris RZR S is an awesome all-around machine on a great budget. It goes everywhere the other machines go. And on the trails, it's actually a lot more nimble than the bigger machines when you're pushing it. The Can-Am X3 you see here, it's just a beast. It's a great machine. I got a chance to drive one when we were in West Virginia, and it's a whole different beast from the RZR Turbo. It's really hard to compare the two. They're just such different machines, but they're really well matched when you put them head to head. Here you just see us being friendly, waving all the kids, the locals. A lot of these people are friendly enough to let us use their field access routes to get to our trails.
Here we go!
Woo! Let the trail ride begin. What a beautiful day to get wet.
Oh yeah.
Trying to figure out why you wore shorts when it was cold and pants when it's hot.
I don't know. Last time I wore shorts, we had this stinging nettle.
Oh yeah. He doesn't know there's a stump there, I think. Woo!
Yeah. Oh. You gonna go over that?
Look at him.
Whoa. He caught air on the first
Yeah.
bit of the jump.
It's deep there.
Yeah.
When the RZR Turbos first came out, it seemed a lot of people were worried Polaris was going to make a machine that didn't crawl around well, that didn't trail ride well. We've definitely proven that wrong. This was one of my first real trail rides out in the RZR Turbo. It's a lot different than my old 900 XP, especially the way the power comes on with the turbocharged engine versus the 900 XP, which was naturally aspirated. So there's a little bit of getting used to. It's a bigger machine too, it's got more power in general. When I first hit this hill here, I heard some sort of a weird crunch out of the front end that sounded like an axle braking or maybe some diff noise, so that kind of freaked me out and I kind of eased off, and I didn't want to hammer on it too hard. It's bad to lay into the throttle when they have the front wheels up and then they land. You want to let off the throttle there. It's on that impact when the speeds of the drivetrain and the ground are equalizing that you get a lot of brakes. Josh should have stayed on it there, he had it. Smaller, lighter, and less powerful machines like the Cat, Wildcat Sport here and the 900 SEC, they're a little more forgiving when you land on the front wheels when it's engaged in four-wheel drive and spinning like you saw here, whereas the bigger, heavier, more powerful machines tend to break a lot of components when you do that.
Is there more people? Oh, you okay? Nice save! Oh, I filmed it! I don't know. Where's everyone else?
Oh my god! It's steep hill. It's steeper than it looks, people. An abandoned cabin.
Here's a climb we've been hitting for years. It's getting pretty nasty near the top. It can get sketchy when it's wet. Today's pretty dry, so there's a lot of grit, but it's still always a nerve-wracking climb.
Locker working!
There you heard Dan asking if his locker was working, and this machine has a Halo locker. Looks like our cameraman James was too busy watching the X3 to film it.
That was awesome!
But hey, that's understandable. The dirt bike has a way of making certain obstacles just look easy. The camera angles don't always give the grade justice, but in this video you can see how quick he's actually going down that hill. The Cat just sounds so much different than the other machines.
Woo! Wow! Easy!
Both the Cat and the 900S make it look easy. Watching someone trying to walk up this hill really gives you perspective as to how steep and difficult it is. It's always a lot of fun riding with a good mix of different machines.
How's that?
A lot less daunting than it looks from the bottom.
Yeah.
Two turbo beasts in a row.
We'll get a good chance to follow this 2017 Can-Am X3 here for a while now.
Look at that bumper, it's like an M for the Maverick.
Yeah.
You can tell like it's just a cap, you can probably add on to it. Well, this is what everyone's been waiting for. Mavericks and RZR turbos on the trail. Let's see what we can do today. Look at his rear radius rods. They're like aftermarkets.
Yeah, they're crazy.
They're nice.
I was watching those earlier.
We'll have to get a close-up of those.
Even Dan's
got upgraded ones.
yeah,
They're beefy.
They're beefy as hell. I noticed those on when it was parked.
Looks like I'm lagging behind.
Yeah.
I
I need some better parts on my Razor.
It's pop-ups.
Man, it is so nice down here.
Yeah.
The weather's perfect.
Not complaining.
In the shade, it's great. Our cameraman James is going to get a chance to ride in it a little bit later, so you'll see some video footage from inside the cab. Rip ahead if you want. Oh yeah.
Some spears in that one you don't want to catch.
I'm good. Am I clear there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a rad destroyer right there.
Yeah, or straight into the cabin.
Yeah. Like James points out here, there's some nasty logs sticking out there. You gotta watch out for those. You don't want to poke a hole through your rad or your intercooler or hit your shock with those. You can cause some serious damage to both the machine or the occupants.
Race for that one.
Oh, right up there. Let's follow suit. This is one of my favorite areas of our trail system. I love cruising through the creek here. It's just beautiful down here this time of year. He's gonna come down here. Looks awesome. Jordan really knows how to handle that dirt bike. He's also quite the rider on a street bike. He does a lot of open lapping days and tracking on his Yamaha R1 race bike. Been riding on two wheels since he was a kid. We're just stopping here for a snack and some refreshments before we hit the next section of trail. Stopping and getting to enjoy the natural scenery in some of these locations is one of the best parts of riding.
Yeah. Yes, let's do it.
Yeah. That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's easy. Stay tuned because we managed to talk Jordan and one of the guys in the Razors into driving down that huge ravine you're looking at right now.
We'll just focus on him for a little bit at a certain point.
Yeah, later on when we stop, we can go out and walk around and do a few You hear me and James talking about what we want to shoot next and the shots we want to get. We don't really plan much of these rides. We kind of just let them unfold and see where it takes us. That's why every ride is different. Here we're coming up to a real nasty creek bank. A lot of you guys might recognize this from previous videos over the years. We've been riding this trail for years, and we've even shot some of our most popular video clips here.
That yellow. Wow.
That was easy.
He carved this. That's the one we filmed last time where people were tipping way up on their rear wheels.
Yeah. Remember, that's a good
Those
video
are some
of ours.
awesome shots. If you guys are, I don't know if you guys recognize the hill, but we've had some guys pop wheelies right up over this one. I'll try to link you that video in the comment or something. Oh. That was awesome.
Our turn.
in there.
What happened to you?
I don't know, man. Watch out, it's all good. Nothing broke.
You hit hard though.
It didn't hit you hard either.
Watch that rock back up. I think it's right behind you now. Another one right there. See that one in the water? That's a big one.
We should give this creek bank a name. Any suggestions?
I'm scared to hit it because of that noise I heard earlier. It's like made me paranoid.
Yeah.
What that? It's my radius rod hitting the rocks.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Who bent theirs last week?
That was me.
Oh, yeah, this one is bent.
That's the one I keep hitting.
Look at that, an Arctic kitty sneaking around thinking we don't see it. I guess that's expected since cats don't like water.
Get in front of us.
Can-Am makes an awesome lineup of ATVs. It's not easy keeping up on an ATV all day with a bunch of side-by-sides, so you gotta have a good machine. There's no doubt that Can-Am also makes an excellent side-by-side. The Can-Am Maverick X3 Turbo really does give the Polaris RZR XP Turbo a run for its money. They're very well-rounded machines, both of them. So we've made our way to the top of that huge ravine wall we were talking about earlier, and Jordan is the guy we're talking to driving down.
They were turning right there. They got a little bend there.
Yeah.
They were coming out at a good run, but by the time we got here, some of the guys were running out of power.
Yeah.
You gonna try it? Yeah, we better.
I'll go down.
You gonna go down?
Go down.
Well, let's see how Jordan does. He'll definitely make it to the bottom. We'll just see how.
Probably get really mad if we push them, right? or slip his finger past here.
Yeah. It'd kind of be hard for me to retaliate as I'm
You'll be
it'd
good.
be a long walk to get back up here.
You got her.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you worry about there, Greg.
Hey!
Wow.
Is that an electric? Is
Is
that an e-bike?
Yeah.
Is that an e-bike?
That's stealth mode.
Yeah.
We'd want to shoot her up from the gut part way up.
He's just getting a run at it.
Airplane.
It's like 6 feet.
6 gear top.
Yeah.
You going down that?
No.
Oh.
The Polaris 900 XP is still one of my favorite platforms, especially for the trail. Now you can get them used for a great deal, and the aftermarket is huge on them.
Catch a ride.
Oh yeah, we want to go working.
This is the big downhill.
Oh yeah.
This hill is a wild climb when it's wet out, or if it's frosty out. We've had a lot of wild times here. You might even remember a few rollovers in this section of the trail.
Catch the X3! Oh my god!
Those arms he's got on the back there are made by CT Raceworks. They make some real nice components. They look like a real nice piece from here. They seem to work well too.
Yeah.
Like the Razors, the new X3s have had a lot of issues with the stock radius rods in the rear failing. So you'll see a lot of guys are running upgraded arms or upgraded radius rods.
Help out wheelie that thing everywhere he goes. Some of the areas we're allowed to have access through, we have to go real slow to keep the dust down, but that's a fair trade-off for people being friendly enough to let us pass.
It's been a while since I've been back here trail riding. I haven't done any trail riding in this machine yet, so like what we're doing is advanced riding, and I'm a novice behind the wheel of this thing. Like this does not respond to anything like a 900 naturally aspirated engine in the XP 900. Like the way the power onset is, it's not right off. See, I'm miscalculating things. I'm expecting that instant power, but I have to think ahead a second because that turbo's on a spool. So like, it's gonna take a massive adjustment to my driving style.
Now all those subtle differences add up, and all that extra power and the way the suspension works compared to the 900.
I feel confident I could have made it up those hills a lot better in my old 900 just because I knew how the machine worked.
Oh, we know you could because you've been there a bunch of times.
I just got to get a few more hours of seat time in this thing before I feel totally comfortable. I feel really good in the high-speed stuff now, but I'm a little lacking in the technical trail riding department over the last few months.
Yeah, it's going to take some time to re-sharpen those skills.
A few more I need a few more trips under my belt before we go to West Virginia. So I'm ready for everything it throws at us, right? Yeah. I can't get over how awesome this cottage is here.
Out there, yeah. Stuck in a cell phone.
Yeah. Texting and riding.
Yeah.
That's cool.
This is where we started last time on our first trail ride, remember? It's a nice little cruising speed.
Some wind in the face.
Yeah, get some good airflow. This helmet I'm wearing is pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
It's one of the cheaper ones you can get at Royal Distributing, I think.
All those flowers that were here last time are...
The phlox, yeah, they've all bloomed.
Yeah.
There's still a little bit of residual bloomage going on. The slow ones in the pack.
Late bloomers.
Yeah, the late bloomers. This is a cool little spot.
things hiding in the bush can definitely grab you.
Yeah, like a stump like that can literally like rip a hole through your sidewall, or even worse, like break your wheel right off somewhere. Bend an A-arm, break a ball joint. Most of our damage happens when we're off guard, not when we're really giving her hard. We're going to Bob's elbow here, I think.
Yeah, there's wear and tear when you're driving hard, but there's those unexpected injuries that you can
like
run into.
when we bent the radius rod backing up, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's like that's the most severe damage we've had in like a 2 km/h situation.
I like these S-bends, they're awesome. It's like riding a river.
Yeah, it's like you're on train tracks.
Yeah.
It's like those rides you wanted to ride at Disneyland as a kid, until you got there and you realized you were on a track and you couldn't actually steer.
You have no control.
You're like, oh my god, I waited 3 hours for this.
Yeah. That's why the race is so good. It's like your own free roller coaster.
Even the back of it just to stay out of their dust.
Yours is not so bad.
We're at the beach.
So we're gonna wrap up part 1 of the video here. We're getting up to an area where we usually take a stop. We call it the beach, and the next obstacle coming up is Bob's Elbow. So we're gonna start part 2 at Bob's Elbow, and James will be hopping into the X3, so make sure you check out part 2, and we'll see you in a bit.